bad, yeah, she bad, really be, yeah. She make you laugh, really be, yeah. Cause you know it's really pain. Ooh, yeah. Come rock with really be.
What is up, RB gang? Gonna really be, of course. And of course, I got Be Kai with me. Brooklyn said she wanted to be in my video today. Tell them hi, Brooklyn. Tell them hi. Oh my gosh. Brooklyn. Sis is unbothered. You was just doing all that smiling. Tell them hi. Say hi, Brooklyn. Anyway. So basically you guys, my earring. So basically you guys kept asking me to tell you guys my labor story. And I didn't want to do it at first. That's why my video is kind of late. But you ain't gotta do your hair like that. But I thought it was like, you know, I think that type of stuff is boring. But if you guys want it, I'm gonna give you what you want. Give y'all what y'all want. So my due date was November 1st. I had Brooklyn November 6th. I actually had a doctor's appointment November 1st, and I just knew I wasn't gonna make that doctor's appointment. Like, I knew I was gonna have her before November 1st. Not. So I go to the doctor's. I'm like, yeah, today's my due date. Like, I had an attitude. Like, why am I here? So he's like, yeah, you're still dilated at nothing. Like, I've been for months. So I'm like, bro, this is like really ridiculous. So I was like, I want to get induced. So he was like, no, I don't suggest you to get induced, you know, like today, obviously. So he was like, well, wait the weekend out, see if Mother Nature do her part. And then, you know, come back on Monday. We scheduled for Monday. And if I wasn't dilated to nothing, I was getting induced, picking a date to get induced. I go back Monday. I go with my mother. He tells us that I'm still dilated at 0. Then he got to telling me, did I just scare you? Then he got to telling me that her heart rate was going up and down, like pause. What does that mean? He like, oh, you know, we just monitored it. Y'all, they monitored me for so long. And then my blood pressure was skyrockets high. But they act like it wasn't a problem. So my blood pressure is normally like 108, 110. I think that's what it normally be. Like 109. Yeah, like that. It was like 150, I think it had got up to, or like close to 150. And I'm like, what's the matter? Like, hold up. So he was like, yeah, okay, well, you can go get induced tomorrow at either 6 a.m., which would have been a Tuesday, or Wednesday at 5 p.m. Had to think about my baby daddy, like, oh, he got to go to work, so let's do Wednesday. And then he was like, okay, well, see, you know, I'll go schedule it. My mama like, wait. You know, you gotta have your mom in the room, because your mama's gonna cut into them, like, hold up. She like, you said the baby heart rate and stuff was going up and down. No, is everything okay still? He like, I'll be right back. Right, nonsense, sis. So he walks out. He comes back like, you know what? Go now. I'll tell him you're on your way. What did that mean? So we instantly go to the hospital. Like, I didn't even stop home, get my bags, nothing. Like, we went straight to the hospital. They had me on a monitor for so long. I got there at, my original doctor's appointment was at 10, so I got to the hospital at 12. And I had to go, like, in the pregnancy, like, it's not a pregnancy emergency. That's kind of what it is, though, like, before they put you in a room. So you're in there with other people. So I'm in there, and if you guys see my labor video, you would know that. And they're like, yeah, we're monitoring you. The baby heart rate is still up and down. They made me go do an ultrasound to make sure she was in there moving, because she wasn't moving a lot like they wanted her to. And it was just a lot going on. And I told them, at the end of the day, I know my child, whether she's outside of me or inside of me. I know her. I was like, she's asleep. Leave sis alone. Sis is asleep. They like, well, she ain't gonna sleep this long, or she'll move. Sis was asleep. Okay, they did the ultrasound went perfect. They was like, they see her, she's moving, she did everything they wanted her to. They didn't know why she wasn't giving them movements. Like I said, though, she was asleep when nobody want to listen to your girl. So then they was like, okay, well, you know what, you passed your due date, we just go ahead and put you in a room. I'm like, yes, I'm about to get it done. So that's Monday, right? That was about, I got in the room about, I'll say 4 o'clock. Y'all, not to mind y'all. Let me tell y'all what the real problem was. I got up for my doctor's appointment at 8 o'clock because when my mama taking me somewhere, she got to get up skyrock early. And she like, oh, I'm going to come get you at like 9. Like, girl, my doctor's appointment not until 10. So I was up at 8 and I had just like a little cereal. And now, like I said, it's 4 o'clock p.m. I'm still like, your girl is hungry. I was planning on going back to the crib. Like, what am I? Are y'all going to feed me? They're like, oh, well, if you're about to get induced, you can't eat. Okay. Okay, well, just come on with the process. Y'all, do y'all know they ain't try to put me on that monitor until like 8 o'clock? And it was so annoying because I'm like, I kept asking, I'm like, so am I going to get on there? Am I going to get on there? Can I eat? So by like 7 o'clock, they went on and just let me eat. And I only had, in my mind, I thought I was going to have her that night. And I heard like when you be eating a whole lot, you do number 2 when you pushing her out. And your girl wasn't doing that. Y'all was not going to be in no delivery room with me. And I'm out here like, So I was like, okay. I ordered food at the hospital. Nasty. It was healthy and it was disgusting. So my baby Zaddy, he when they got me pizza, but I think I had only ate like 2 slices or maybe 1 slice because like I said, your girl was not trying to do number 2 while she was trying to push Lil B out. So I eat that. They put me on, they started inducing me. I was supposed to get like this little balloon thing, but they said I was actually having my contractions was like real strong or either too close, one of those. And when they're like that, you can't get the balloon thing. The balloon thing's supposed to make you dilate. So I'm like, okay, cool. So I got the Pitocin, and it kept going up a notch, kept going up a notch, kept going up a notch. I'm like, okay. By the time we was at like 10, what did I get to 10? No, I didn't get to 10 right away. By the time we was at like 4, y'all, it's 5 o'clock in the morning, and I'll get up like, did I just pee on myself? So I'm standing there, not to mind y'all, my boyfriend and his mother is in the room with me. So they sleep. For some reason, I don't know why his mother heard me get up, but she looks over, and I'm over there like, like I was stressed out. And she like, what's wrong? I'm like, I think I just peed. I don't know. She like, oh my gosh, your water broke. I'm like, oh, so we called the nurse. The nurse is like, yeah, your water broke. I'm like, your girl about to pop this baby out. Okay, that's Monday, 5 o'clock in the morning. Time went by.
2,000 years later.
No popping, no baby out. Oh, you telling me, my bad sis. Go ahead. Okay, then why was you trying to talk over me then, Brooklyn? They couldn't hear you. Gosh. So I ended up getting, I think, to 10 of the Pitocin. I think I'm saying that right. If I'm not, then don't mind me. But I think I got up to 10. And I'm like, okay, you know, y'all check me. I was at like 1 or 1.5 or something like that. So at this point, I'm like, I'm stressed out. I started crying because I was so hungry. I didn't eat. It was 8 o'clock in the morning Monday. This is Tuesday. Tuesday at like the afternoon, I'm starving. Like, what y'all mean to tell me I can't eat? So then I get this one nurse, y'all. The nurse comes and she like, this is at nighttime, Tuesday night. She came about, they do like a 7 to 7 shift, so she came about 7. Y'all, when I say sis was like, turn this way, she had me doing all types of stuff. I'm like, oh, I'm about to dilate, because sis know what she's doing. Y'all, she had me doing so much different things, and then, you could tell it now, Brooklyn. If you're going to tell the story, tell it. Okay, and what happened? I was stressed too. Now what happened? Let me tell you something. You was in my stomach stressing me out. How are you stressed right now? Okay. And? Oh, now you got the hiccups. Okay, girl. Well, can I finish telling the story? Can I finish telling the story? Think of mama. Okay, she got the hiccups. Should we wait for her? Because she be looking. Anyways, so I ended up getting a little bloody show thing that they called. I started feeling, it was some other stuff. I ended up asking for the epidural because by this point, like I said, I'm like 10. I might have been over 10. But I'm at 10 and I was taking the contractions like a pimp. Like a thug. Like I was real gangster about mine, okay? Now they heard it, but I take pain real good. So I'm like, okay, well, if I'm only dilated to this, let me just go ahead and get the stuff because this don't make no sense. I'm not about to be in pain and all this time, and I'm not even dilated. So they went on and gave me the epidural, and then, like I said, I got the bloody show. I started feeling everything I was supposed to feel for me to go in labor, I was feeling. I ended up throwing up, and I don't know why you throw up, but she was like, that was normal. So I'm throwing up, I'm hot, cold, everything I said I was feeling, they was like, that's the signs of labor. So I'm like, okay, cool, she's about to come. They the doctors didn't want to come keep checking me because when they keep saying if you dilated, I guess it could cause something. So I'm like, well, can she check me? They're like, no, she don't want to check you now. But the girl like, oh, you about to go in labor. Y'all, when I say she's getting the table ready, she's straight fooling, okay? Like she really had me thinking Brooklyn was about to come out like in the next hour. They come and check me. I was at like almost 3. I'm like, oh my gosh, now it's nighttime. It's a good 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock. Actually, it might have been later today. Like, I was fed up. I'm starving, people. Feed me. And you wouldn't come out. So, at this point, y'all, we all got an attitude. I got an attitude. My mama got an attitude. His mama got an attitude. He probably didn't care. I think he just was tired of being up there. Girl, I told you, tell the story. Go ahead. Tell the story. I'm like, all right, I'm fed. The lady still talking about Brooklyn heart rate going up and down. I'm like, can y'all just take her? She want to tell the story this way. So I'm like, can y'all just take her? They like, you know, we really want you to wait it out. We really want you to wait it out. And I got to talk over her. And I'm like, okay, well, if her heart rate going up and down and my blood, these little bad little kids playing soccer and just threw the ball right into my window. I gotta move. But I'm like, if her heart rate going up and my blood pressure is still high, why, am I going through this? They're like, oh, you're fine. I'm like, all right, bet. They're like, we're gonna start the Pitocin over. At this point, it's 1 o'clock. They said they're going to start it over at 3. I'm like, I'm going to get y'all to 10 o'clock Wednesday. Like, if she ain't here by now, C-section me, please. So, they come back in. They about to start it over. Like I said, the nurse still acting stupid, though, looking at Brooklyn heart rate like, I just don't like what I'm seeing. Well, take her! So, you know what? I'm hungry. I'm like, you know what? This is the last thing I wanted. The last thing I wanted on my list was a C-section. When I say... I was like, give it to me. Give it to me now. They're like, are you sure? Are you sure? Yes. C-section me now. We put on the little scrubs. Well, I didn't put on the scrubs. Baby daddy put on his little scrubs. Everybody got ready. They wheeling me to the room. Y'all, my epidural wore off. I had the epidural at I can't even think of the time. It might have been 8 o'clock. By now, it's 3 o'clock in the morning. My epidural is then wore off. I'm laying on the table. They take you in there first, and then after they set up and stuff, they bring, your partner in. So he comes in. He like, what's wrong? By this time, she's cutting me. I'm like, I feel it. He like, what? I could feel her cutting me. It was your fault, though, Brooklyn. It's your fault. I don't understand why you trying to ruin my video with your talking in, and you the one that was doing this. Okay, so he's like, you feel it? I'm like, yeah. After that, I can't tell y'all what happened. All I know is I was crying. I remember crying. And Brooklyn, okay, maybe if I sit you up this way, you would stop talking. I remember crying. And I feel it. And I don't remember nothing else. So apparently he cut into one of the nurses. So it's like, she feeling it. They ended up giving me some sleeping medicine. They tried to tell him I didn't feel nothing. And I was probably hallucinating or something. But I'm telling y'all, my medicine had wore off. When you take an epidural, your legs be numb. All that. I think I'm saying epidural. Yeah. Your legs be numb and all of that. none of that. Like it was gone. It wore off. So they did try to give me another little dosage before they put me in a C-section room or whatever in the OR, and that was nothing compared to the first one. So I'm feeling them tug on her, move stuff out the way, y'all. It was horrible. When I say I planned my labor out, like I'm like, this is what's gonna happen. I'm gonna be in there dancing, do the labor, what is it, the baby mama dance. I had the worst labor ever. So I ended up going like in and out my sleep. I had to go get her pacifier, but I ended up going in and out my sleep. Like I said, I felt everything. All I remember is hearing her cry, and that's just the one thing I knew, like, I had to hear her cry when they pulled her out. But I think when she don't cry, when a baby don't cry, I think that means something wrong, and that's what I was terrified of, like, they gonna pull her out since they about to be crying. So I'm like, oh my gosh, I hope she cried. I woke up to hear her cry, went right back to sleep, woke up again when they was, like, looking at her. So when I did the ultrasound that Monday, when they was checking to make sure she was straight, the lady was like, oh, she got a lot of hair. So we just knew she was about to be boy-headed. My boyfriend was like, yeah, she got a lot of hair. She got a lot of hair. He's telling me, but I'm still asleep. I'm like, look, I'm going to have to evaluate sis tomorrow. That's what I told him. Because that's all I remember. I'm like, I'm going to have to evaluate her tomorrow. And I went right back to sleep. I woke up again holding her with my boob in her mouth. I don't know how it happened. I don't know. I know they changed my gown. Apparently, I had blood all over me. I don't remember that. All I remember is, I don't even know how she changed my gown. I just remember having on a whole different gown, and I was trying to figure out why they didn't let me take a shower first before they switched my gown over. And I had her at, what, 4:20 Wednesday morning? Them kids bad. I had her at 4:20 Wednesday morning, and it was the worst labor ever. So all I'm saying to all you moms is, after 36 hours of labor, no eating, not dilated to nothing but like 2.5, maybe 3. It was, now she's smiling. I just, don't plan your pregnancy out. I literally tried to plan my whole pregnancy out and my labor, and nothing went as planned. So I'm not about to sit up here and get on these videos like everybody else, like, ooh, this is what's gonna happen. The food about to be the bomb. No, my video is raw and real, okay? Don't plan it out. 36 hours, hungry, food nasty, nurses is crazy. Y'all, the one nurse tried to kidnap my child. That's a whole different story. She was in, I'll tell y'all real quick. She was in, my mama had came up there. So my mama's the next day, though, you know, let me and Dantes go to sleep. And she in there like, I'll take the baby if you want. I'll take the baby. I'm like, no, my mama here, but I could take the baby. I could take the baby. Then she asked my mama what, it was a Caucasian lady. So she's like, yeah, I got a mixed niece or a African-American niece or something. What do I put in her hair to wash it? Asking my mama stuff about black kids. And then she kept coming in like, you sure you don't want me to take her? You sure? No, so you cannot bring my child back? What? We don't do that. My mama was right there, so I don't understand. I see if it was maybe just me and him in the room, and she like, oh, y'all tired, I'll take the baby. No, then one of the nurses told me they don't even take the babies out the room. The nurses don't keep them. So sister's trying to get off. That's all I'm trying to say. But Brooklyn, you are here now, and let me tell y'all, parenting, being a mother is literally the best thing ever. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love you, Brooklyn. After all that, it was straight though. Them coming to check my cervix and my boobs. Y'all, they was just watching me. They'll come and literally lift your gown up. And I'm one of them people that's going to cover up. Like, I'm not that friend. When we going out there, walk out the bathroom naked. Y'all, they would come and just, oh, let's see what your cootie mama looking like today. Like, shh, hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up. They finally let me shower, and I had to get help taking a shower because when you do the epidural, they think that my legs was numb, I guess. And since I had a C-section, I guess I wasn't supposed to be walking and stuff like I was doing. I was doing real good after my C-section, but they wasn't expecting it. So she had to stay in the shower with me, and she all like, oh, it looked like your body was nice. Y'all, the nurse told me this. She was like, it looked like you had a nice body before you got pregnant. I know y'all better move from my window. Jesus Christ. But y'all, they was just so weird, and my experience was horrible. But what comes out after, like, my baby? And I'm just so happy because Being a mama is amazing. Brooklyn Kai is amazing. And that is all. I said amazing. Amazing. And that is all for my video. Brooklyn, tell them bye. Tell the RB gang bye, girl. Tell them bye. Say, RB gang, I love y'all. Tell them you love them. Tell them you love them. Tell them. She was smiling before this video. Now she acting bougie. But RB gang, I love y'all. Brooklyn Kai loves y'all more. To the next video. Bye.
Make you laugh, really be. Cause you know it's spelling.